Since my hand injury, my productivity has gone down a lot, spending way too much time in front of the television and on my phone. And then I feel bad afterwards because of the little amount of work I've finished each day. And I think it's time that I finally stop wasting my time. And one of the first things I should probably do is take the laptop from behind the television, so I will hopefully stop watching television and be stuck in front of the television. Yeah. So let's start with that. Yeah. As for my phone, I have been putting my phone on the kitchen counter for the past week and I keep it there. So when I go to bed, I also don't take it with me anymore, as it keeps me up at night, and when I wake up I would instantly hold my phone and spend way too much time on the phone before going out of bed or wake up in the middle of the night and not being able to fall asleep anymore. My phone time has been reduced by a lot in the last months. Well, I was never really much of a phone user anyway, but looking things up, yeah, I did that kind of a lot. But another problem that I was having was mainly not feeling like I had the energy to do anything. And I had a solution to that, and that worked kind of well in the beginning, like January or before I went to my trip to Belgium, and that was exercising. When I went to Belgium, before I went to Belgium, I exercised I exercised daily at that moment. But in Belgium I kind of stopped doing that, and getting back from the trip I did not really feel like exercising daily anymore, so at that point I kind of stopped. Around January I started exercising daily again, but then my hand situation happened, so yeah, exercising stopped and my productivity went completely down. Something else I was having issues with was too much caffeine. I was drinking coffee in the morning, afternoon and evening. I stopped drinking coffee at, starting from 1 p.m. That helped a lot for my overall energy. But yeah, because of my hand incident, I fell into that bad habit again. For the past 2 weeks I've been able to limit myself to 1 cup of coffee. 1 cup of caffeine a day, but every now and then I have 2 cups and I can kind of feel the bad effects from that. So I will need to start limiting my caffeine again. And no caffeine anymore after 1 p.m. Cold showers have also helped quite a lot in staying more productive during the day, especially if I take a shower in the afternoon. If you take a warm shower in the afternoon, you just feel a lot more lazy, don't really feel like doing anything. But something that probably helped the most was not using any productivity applications. Like you have things like Notion and such. I just feel like they waste more of my time than they actually save me. Or that they, yeah. I kind of stepped away from productivity applications and started using this more. This is not really a journal, this is a journal. You cannot take out pages, remake them, in this you can. But this is basically my schedule. This is a kind of like checkbox area in which I basically check off each week. Like I mainly work with week numbers. So if I have uploaded a video, I set a check mark, and I have that for 3 of my channels. I also have the reflection. If I actually reflected at the end of the week, and then brainstorming in the beginning of the week, if I've done that as well. This is basically for the entire year. And then we have here my schedule, and this is just a guideline. My schedule, upside down. My schedule is basically a guideline that I try to follow, but I follow it more loosely. It's just to have some kind of like an indication of like, I don't know what to do today, what should I focus on? Well, I have this thing. And then my 2024 goals. This has been helping me a lot, and my checklist if I have done exercises and studying Japanese, because I sometimes do 2 sessions each day, I can check multiple times. And that's something I recently started doing to hopefully help my productivity, is create a week planning. So every week, every day, I try to do at least 3 goals. So for today, by example, I have to finish the goals and report, the video editor that I'm making, a report that I write at the end of the month. That's check. And I need to edit this video, hopefully. Well, at least film this video and edit the Voylin's game dev journey video, one video of my other channel. Having things on paper has helped me a lot of having less screen time as well. Plus, because it's on paper, I don't want to write unnecessary stuff, so I also waste a lot less time writing this and using this compared to when I was using Notion, in which I would write way too much, which I will never look back on. In here, everything just works. If people want more of a review of how I do this book, just let me know and I'll probably make a video about it. But that schedule, it helped me a lot. And then there's one more thing that I very recently started doing, and that is in the evening. So in the evenings, to better fall asleep, I've actually started a new habit. I'm not certain if I will keep doing this habit forever, but it's basically reading a book. So for the 30 minutes before sleeping, I'm reading a book. This is my very first book. I've never read a book in my life before. Even for school projects, I would only read the first pages in front, a little bit in the middle, and then the last 2 pages, and I will try my review, but that was basically it. So I've never read a book in my life before, and for some reason I thought, oh, I like Lord of the Rings, let's take this book of 500 pages and do this as my first book. The thing is, this is from the library, so I only have a certain amount of time to finish reading this before I have to return it. I guess my wife could lend it directly after me, that's a possibility. But yeah, so far I'm kind of enjoying it. I did not think I would enjoy reading a book. But this book has so much more information about the whole Lord of the Rings world, of whole Middle Earth. I kind of enjoy it. I did not think I would enjoy reading a book this much. My kid is really not ready to sleep yet. But yeah, this is basically what I've been doing, and I think I will keep it up. Like, there are enough pages, and Tolkien has a couple more books, so yeah, reading a book, it kind of helps to fall asleep. I never easily fall asleep, and well, almost never. But reading a book, for some reason, really makes me fall asleep quite easily. So yeah, I like it. I like to read it, and it's helping me. So maybe a new habit, maybe not. I don't know. Ne sıra? Ne sıra? Maar dan is dat konijn, will be a long evening before he falls asleep. And this is basically how I'm fixing my productivity. Less screen time, more exercising, using my scheduled journal, and just in general trying to be more bored during the day. Because being bored makes me want to do something even more, making it easier to start working. I already found these past couple of days that I have been a lot more productive again, just like in January when I also did this exact same thing. Especially making a plan of what to do each day, giving myself maximum 3 must-do tasks is helping me a lot in managing my workload. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope this video helped you in any way. Let me know your advice on staying productive in the comments below, and yeah, bye bye, see you in the next one.
Tabu, tabu.
Tabu, tabu? Nani ga je dat? Tabu, tabu?